Hello. So it's the first sunny day, probably in 2 weeks here in Fishhook, where we make the HR-100 hand wash reminder. And I thought I'll record some video to explain a little bit about this product, because I do realize if you just see a picture of it, it doesn't help you much, because it's supposed to be an audio alarm, and it's just a picture. So size wise, it's this big. It's small. It's about the size of a pack of cigarettes. Let me get my cigarettes. And it is like that. I don't know if you can see it. It's not very big. It's compact. It was quite a lot of work to get it this small. But you know, this is made of ABS plastic, flame retardant plastic. So the more plastic you buy, the more you pay, and eventually the end user pays for all that plastic. It's a very good case. I was thinking of driving over it with my Jeep just to show how hardy it is, but I haven't had the nerve yet. Maybe I'll do that still. But it is a very good solid case. It's splash resistant. That means you can pour water on it. It won't survive being dunked underwater, but it doesn't let water in if you splash water on it. So this unit I have here is my test unit. It didn't quite pass the QA. There was something wrong with the battery holder, so I repaired it, and it looks crummy, so this guy didn't pass, and now it's my test unit. So it's been running yesterday. I've been running it for maybe 2 months now, on the same 2 AA cells. I'm sure they are worn down a little bit, but it still works pretty normal. I think the battery life would be 2 months to 6 months, more or less. Now this unit has been running yesterday, and after every day it goes to sleep. So you can set it to run like anything from 4 hours to 24 hours, and you can set it in 4-hour increments. So when you start it up in the morning, which I'll show you just now, it starts running, and the idea for it is actually to be tamper-proof, so you can't switch it off. It will just run. And then this one is set for 8 hours, which I just use it as a coffee timer actually. And I make it alarm every hour. But you can set the alarm also, so it's set for 8 hours. It'll go to sleep after 8 hours, and that's just to save the batteries. And the alarm, I set the interval to an hour, but you can set it from 10 minutes to 60 minutes in 10-minute increments. I think the default we ship it with is 30 minutes alarm interval, and it will run 12 hours, which is more or less the amount of hours a restaurant operates. If you have an hotel that runs 24/7, you can just start it up again after 12 hours, but you can also set it for 24, but it will still go to sleep after 24, which is kind of a bit odd, but there is inside here also like a missed alarm counter. So I'm going to start it up now. Now I'll have to switch the camera around, so be a little bit patient. Anyway, I'll try to cut it out. But anyway, I'm going to start it up now, and I'll first demonstrate how it's behaving when it's sleeping. So when it's sleeping, it actually wakes up every few seconds, and then it checks if somebody touched the front panel there. There's a proximity sensor in the front panel. And then if it doesn't see somebody touch it, it goes back to sleep. So let me just turn this around and then show you how it works. So it's been sleeping all night since yesterday, and you'll see if I now touch the front panel, it will beep. that was like a 1. This is how you can check if it's still alive and everything is hunky-dory without switching it on, because remember, when you switch it on you can't switch it off again. Oh yeah, and we out here on my patio. First nice sunny day with great light for 2 weeks here in Fisher, Cape Town. So a good day to do this. So if I touch it a bit longer, you'll see it beeps twice. So that was 2 beeps. And to switch it on for the day, you need to touch it and hold the little hand. Basically give it a high five for 3 seconds. So I'll do that now. See, then you had 3 beeps, and then it confirms the startup with 3 beeps. Whenever you hear those 3 silent beeps, you can hear as a different tone. It means that it entered run mode. So it will give like a test alarm within a minute. So before it starts doing that, let me show you how to get the missed alarm report of the previous day. So you can hear there it had 7 missed alarms. I think I switched it on when I went out, and I was out all day, and obviously nobody was killing the alarms, so it reported 7. It reports 7 missed alarms. So now that was for the previous day, and I will now check again, and you'll see that there's no missed alarms because it clears that history after the first check. See, there's a silence, and then it goes back run mode, but all the previous history was cleared. So this little puppy is going to start alarming soon. I'll let it run. There we go. That's the test alarm after 1 minute. Now the alarm loudness is more or less 110 dBs. This one was 110.9 dB during the test phase, or when we did the QA. So that's the courtesy alarm. Now it goes to a more urgent alarm phase, the second phase. And soon it will come to the third phase. It will eventually stop alarming by itself, but that will be classified then as a missed alarm. There we go, that's the third phase. It's a little bit inspired by the starlings we find in the garden here at night when they call each other for, ending the day. So yeah, there's a sweeping frequency, and that's mostly to cover a little bit more of the audio band, because everybody's hearing is not the same. And here's the final phase. Now that will last more or less 10-15 seconds. So now I'm going to do an alarm acknowledge, or basically an alarm kill. Just touch the front panel and it goes silent. So I can check again for missed alarms, and you'll see there should be none. Yeah, there's none. Now if I want to do a wash timer, I just tap the front panel briefly, and here comes the 20-second wash timer. You'll see there's a little LED there. It flashes. The light is quite strong here, so you don't see it too well. But the idea is to wash hands until the wash timer expires. That's 20 seconds. So yeah, the wash timer is fixed at 20 seconds. Obviously if you want to do a longer wash, you can tap it more, but it is kind of set at 20 seconds just because in our research there's lots of mention of a 20-second wash time. So this is just to make sure you get a proper wash. Now obviously it's also important to mount the unit so that you can reach it easily and comfortably and safely when you want to make use of the wash timer. You don't have to use the wash timer, it's just there, it's available. And you also don't have to use the alarm kill, but it can get pretty annoying if this thing goes off like 20 times a day. Okay. So that's the basic operation of our HR-100 hand wash reminder. You can purchase it on the web. There's a online payment available. You can also send us an email to sales@handwash.co.za and just ask for a quote. We have a reseller discount. If you want to buy direct, just buy on the internet. But you can. There's also a volume discount. We can do OEM supply, where we just supply a little board inside. So I'll do open it up in another video and show the main features. It just runs on 2 AA cells. Best to use probably alkaline if you don't want to do maintenance too often. Just use those nice lithium ones. Energizer makes them, and they'll probably give you from 6 months to a year of battery life. Okay, thanks for watching, and have a look at our website, www.handwash.co.za. The man that I was and the one that I be, yeah. These are some beautiful days we're living here, and I couldn't be more thrilled with the skin I'm here. I said I'm present and grateful for that I got, and the love keep me moving. Said the love keep me moving, 'cause there ain't no need to stop. Da 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 da.